Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Duncan Robertson, and I'm a humanist celebrant. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here today to this beautiful setting of Harburn House to be a part of David and Nicola's wedding celebrations. We are all here on this special day to witness the commitment they are making to each other. They want to make a declaration of their love in the presence of those whom they love and whose friendship they cherish. David and Nicola very much hope that you will feel involved in their happiness today. And I want to thank you all on their behalf for being here to help them celebrate. It means a great deal to them. And David and Nicola know that it's often with the help and support of those around them, as well as from each other, that they will get through any harder times that they may face. To that end, they would like to include all of you in their hopes, wishes and pledges when shortly they take their vows. If I could therefore please ask Jamie to hand over David and Nicola's rings, tied together with a ribbon, to be passed around you all. David and Nicola would be honoured if you would each take a few moments to hold their rings and perhaps add your own thoughts, wishes and hopes for their marriage. If you would then please pass them on to arrive back with Nicola's mum Louise, ready for the vows. Now, throughout the world, wedding ceremonies take many different forms. For David and Nicola, theirs is a humanist ceremony. So perhaps I should start by explaining what this is for those among you who may not be familiar with humanism. Humanism is a non-religious but ethical life stance about respecting and caring for one another and the world in which we live. It holds that we have one life and the duty to make the most of it. And humanists believe that morality comes from within us. It's about unselfishness, kindness and consideration towards others, and about accepting responsibility for our own lives whilst recognising the impact our actions have on others. In deciding to have a humanist ceremony, David and Nicola have chosen to marry in a way they feel best represents who they are and how they live their lives together. They want to enter a committed relationship with a meaningful personal ceremony to express their commitment and joy at being with one another. And together, they chose the words, readings and music they wished their ceremony to contain. But no matter what form the wedding ceremony takes, the principal purpose is the same: to recognise that two people have found each other, chosen to marry and spend their lives together. And whatever our own individual beliefs, we are all here today as one company to celebrate this unique and special occasion of David and Nicola's marriage. And I very much hope you enjoy the day. So what about our happy couple? David and Nicola first met in Stirling in October 2007 at a social gathering held at the home of their mutual friends, who are coincidentally also named David and Nicola. Although there was an undeniable spark between them, it was not until almost a year later that they had their first date, when David invited Nicola to spend a rainy August day with him at the Edinburgh Festival. And although they never actually made it to any performances, David did take Nicola on a guided tour of some of the outdoor festival venues and local bars, culminating in what can generously be described as a lively karaoke night. Fortunately, so I'm told, David didn't get up and sing, and thus Nicola agreed to see him again. The following weekend, Nicola invited David to her family home in Straven to join in the celebration of Mum Louise's birthday party. Now, despite the shock of meeting her entire family in one go, David was not deterred. Their relationship developed over several months as they spent the weekends together in Stirling, Edinburgh and Straven, discovering their many shared passions such as 90s music, going to gigs and drinking whiskey. After spending a few months living together along with friends David and Nicola in Stirling, they moved into their first home together in August 2010. A tiny one-bedroom flat in the west end of Edinburgh, with barely enough room to house Nicola's extensive shoe collection, most of which was kept in the car. Luckily, they were soon able to move somewhere larger, and they bought a house together in the south side of Edinburgh in April 2011, which they share with their cat Susie. Their cohabitation has been a huge success, despite David's lack of DIY skills and Nicola's complete inability to cook anything other than spaghetti bolognese. But I'm sure it's very nice. The big question was popped by David on the 22nd of January this year at the Buchanan Arms Hotel not far from Loch Lomond. Although this had admittedly not been David's original plan, he had intended to propose on a trip to Berlin shortly before Christmas. But despite his best attempts to source a ring for the occasion, the jewellers phoned him a few days before he was expecting it to arrive to say that it wouldn't be ready in time. When the ring did arrive shortly after their return from Berlin, he had to hide it in the back of the wardrobe for well over a month. By the time the big day arrived, David's plans were once again thwarted, this time by the Scottish weather, as he had intended to take Nicola for a romantic walk along the bonny banks of Loch Lomond before getting down on one knee. Oblivious to David's intentions, Nicola decided she would rather spend the afternoon in the spa. Although David was forced once again to rethink his proposal, it did indeed prove to be third time lucky. The hotel had generously provided them with a free bottle of champagne. And when Nicola returned from the spa, David had poured 2 glasses, one slightly less full than the other. And when he handed Nicola her glass, her first reaction was, "Why have you poured such a small measure?" "Just drink it," he replied anxiously. She did eventually notice the beautiful engagement ring resting in the bottom of the glass. They would then go down on one knee and, well, here we all are today. Now, marriage is about love, so what could be more appropriate in this lovely setting than the words of that fine song by Robert Burns, "My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose," which I'm delighted to ask David and Nicola's friend Bridget Edie to read. Bridget.
Oh, my love's like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love's like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I. And I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gan dry. Till all the seas gan dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands o' life shall run. And fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while. And I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. David and Nicola, marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting and believing in each other, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to appreciate your differences and learning to make the important things matter and let go of the rest. What this ceremony can do, however, is witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together through life. Marriage joins two people who trust the love they have found. It is a partnership entered into voluntarily, in which each partner can grow and be true to themselves while sharing in the development of the other. It is a statement to all those around them of what the two of them know, namely that they have found such love, friendship and support that they wish to share the rest of their lives together. In committing themselves to each other in marriage, David and Nicola are promising to enrich their lives together and as individuals. They will care for and work with each other so that each of them will feel loved and secure and will live a life which is fuller, happier and richer than it would be without their marriage. The marriage ceremony provides the opportunity for family and friends together in one place to impart this message of love and commitment, and for everyone to celebrate the happiness of the married couple. David and Nicola want today to be not just the public celebration of their union, but also a day to acknowledge their families and friends who have played an important part in their lives and will continue to do so. In particular, they want to thank their parents for providing them with happy and secure childhoods, for guiding them through their early years, and for continuing to provide them with love and support now. And they'd also like to thank their siblings, David's brothers Jamie and Robbie and sister Amy, and Nicola's sister Emma and Jessie and brother Stephen, for being there for them too. Now I'd now like to ask the other Nicola Gibson, to read The Colour of My Love by David Foster and Atha Dowell.
I'll paint a sun to warm your heart, knowing that we'll never part. I'll draw the years all passing by, so much to learn, so much to try. I'll paint my mood in shadow blue, paint my soul to be with you. I'll sketch your lips in shaded tones, draw your mouth to my own. I'll trace a hand to wipe your tears, trace a look to calm your fears, a silhouette of dark and light to hold each other oh so tight. I'll paint the stars in the evening sky, draw the light into your eyes. A touch of love, a touch of grace, will softly fall on your moonlit face. And with this ring, our lives will start. Let nothing keep our love apart. I'll take your hand to hold in mine and be together through all time.
Thank you, Nicola. Now, during their time together, it's clear that David and Nicola have come to understand, respect, and love each other dearly. And I asked them to independently each give me 3 reasons why they love each other. I will now reveal their answers. Nicola said, don't be so worried. When we first met, we just clicked straight away. And when we eventually got together, our mutual friends weren't surprised and told us how it made perfect sense. There are so many reasons why this is the case. So many reasons why our relationship works. And so many reasons why I love you. I love you because you agreed to meet my entire family exactly 1 week after our first date. And you didn't bat an eyelid. I love you because on our first cinema date, you agreed to go halves on salted popcorn, even though sweet popcorn is your favourite, and you haven't looked back since. I love you because you not only put up with my ridiculous questions about random things, you also try so hard to answer them to satisfy my curiosity and keep me happy. I love you for your integrity, your intelligence, your patience, your kindness, and your loyalty. You are the sensible to my silly, the quiet to my loud. You make everything seem better, all the time, without even trying. We are opposites, but we are the same. You are the other half of me. You are my best friend and my soulmate, so I can't wait to start the adventure of the rest of our lives together. Now, David said, Nicola is the most selfless person I have ever met. She will always go out of her way to help people and consider the needs and wishes of others above her own in everything she does. In the 4 years we have been together, she has never once let me down. It is this quality above all which makes me certain that I will be able to rely on her love and support every day, and that our relationship will continue to grow in strength no matter what the future may hold for us. Sense of humour, fun, and general passion for life. As everyone who knows her would no doubt agree, spending time with Nicola is never boring. She has a unique passion for life and a fantastic sense of humour. I love her smile and the sparkle in her eyes, especially when she gets excited about little things, like putting on her pyjamas after work, watching the latest episode of Glee, or when one of her favourite songs comes on the radio. Our perfect relationship. When I asked Nicola to marry me, I told her that our relationship was as close to perfect as is humanly possible. We have such a strong connection, which I think is due to the fact that we have very similar personalities. We are both so laid back, we rarely argue, and are perfectly in tune with each other's needs. Even the biggest decisions we face can be made easily once we calmly listen to each other's opinions. I know in my heart that we will be together forever. So well done. We have now come to the most important part of the ceremony. David and Nicola will make their vows to each other and will also exchange rings as a symbol of the bond that exists between them, and which they are promising today will remain unbroken throughout their lives. So if I could please ask Jamie to come forward with the rings. If we could please locate the rings. So before we proceed to the vows, let us all think for a moment of the step which David and Nicola are about to take together. And I feel sure that you will all join me in wishing their union to grow in strength and their love to deepen throughout the coming weeks, months and years. May they learn the great joy that comes from giving and sharing, and may their hopes and dreams be realised. You now please take each other's hands and in return repeat the following words after me. Nicola, here in the presence of our family and friends,
Nicola, here in the presence of our family and friends,
I promise to love you and to care for you
I promise to love you and to care for you
during our journey through life together,
during our journey through life together,
to trust you, be honest with you and be faithful to you,
to trust you, be honest with you and be faithful to you,
to share in your happy times and to comfort you in times of sadness.
to share in your happy times and to comfort you in times of sadness.
I promise to be your best friend and companion for life.
I promise to be your best friend and companion for life.
Jamie, would you please pass Nicola's ring to David? Nicola, as I give you my hand to hold,
Nicola, as I give you my hand to hold,
I give you my heart to keep.
I give you my heart to keep,
And I give you this ring as a token of my love for you.
and I give you this ring as a token of my love for you.
David, here in the presence of our family and friends,
David is here in the presence of our family and friends.
I promise to love you and care for you
I promise to love you and care for you
during our journey through life together,
during our journey through life together.
to trust you, be honest with you and be faithful to you,
To trust you, be honest with you, and be faithful to you.
to share in your happy times and to comfort you in times of sadness.
To share in your happy times and to comfort you in times of sadness.
I promise to be your best friend and companion for life.
I promise to be your best friend and companion for life.
Jamie, would you please pass David's ring to Nicola? David, as I give you my hand to hold,
David, as I give you my hand to hold,
I give you my heart to keep.
I give you my heart to keep.
I give you this ring as a token of my love for you.
I give you this ring as a token of my love for you.
David and Nicola, your wedding rings will stand as a permanent reminder of the vows you have exchanged today. Wear them always, and when you look at them, think about each other. And remember the happiness that you felt on this, your wedding day. I will now ask you to accept one another as husband and wife by repeating the following declaration after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, David John Innes,
to witness that I, David John Innes,
solemnly and sincerely declare
solemnly and sincerely declare
that I accept you, Nicola Geraghty,
that I accept you, Nicola Geraghty,
as my lawfully wedded wife.
as my lawfully wedded wife.
I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Nicola Geraghty,
to witness that I, Nicola Geraghty,
solemnly and sincerely declare
solemnly and sincerely declare
that I accept you, David John Innes,
that I accept you, David John Innes,
as my lawfully wedded husband.
as my lawfully wedded husband.
Following the declarations made before me and in the presence of your witnesses and guests, it gives me very great pleasure to pronounce you, David and Nicola, to be husband and wife. Now, most appropriately, while we listen to Tamsin, shortly the formalities will be over and celebratory drinks will be served in the granary while the wedding party have some photographs taken. To assist the staff, who will quickly clear the room for that purpose, can I ask that you all please follow the bride and groom into the adjacent room. And then while you subsequently enjoy your drinks and canapes, our harpist Tamsin will continue to entertain you. David and Nicola, I know that everyone here and those who cannot be with us today will want to join in me in offering our heartfelt congratulations and good wishes to you both. May you always treasure the memory of this happy day, and our wishes are for this happiness to go with you into the future as you take this first step together as a married couple. These closing words are attributed to the North American Indians. Now you will not feel the rain, for each will shelter the other. Now you will not feel the cold, for each will warm the other. Now you will not feel solitude, for each will be company to the other. Now you are two persons, but both will lead one life. Go now with our blessings to enter into your life together. And may your days be good and long upon the earth. On behalf of David and Nicola, I'd like to thank you all very much for being here on this very special occasion. And I very much hope that you enjoy the rest of the day's festivities. Finally, if I could ask you all to please be upstanding. It gives me the greatest pleasure to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Innes.